Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. We're obviously going over Winter is Coming, obviously the hot ticket item for today. But first, we got to go over all that nonsense that happened to the machine in 2.0. Which, I mean, I guess there was some good stuff. I didn't find a lot there, but it did show Grayson Waller a lot, like straight from the beginning. Started out with him getting booed in and out of the building. You suck, asshole, and many other chants that he was getting. Probably the big thing is he can talk when he has to. He hurts my head. I believe that was Tiffany who told him that her daddy says he's a terrible person. Then Io went off on him, and then the whole LA Knight thing with the usual tell him, yeah, I'm looking for him, but I don't find him first. Which, all that non-stuff, I mean, we all know it's gonna happen, but and he got kicked out of the locker room by Braun Breaker, so that happened. That was, a good thing for me. I mean, at least there was another thing, like lots of interactions with him. And yeah, and then ended off with him driving off in LA Knight's car with his woman, and LA being laid out in the parking lot there. Which I guess as we're playing the cocky, I don't care, disrespectful little thing. Yes, because it's total like what's going on all over the place right now. Yeah, and again, he can talk. He's talented. It's not my cup. It's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea at all. But again, we all know it's probably going to lead to him and Gargano down the road. By the time they push him to a main spot, then Gargano will come back miraculously. Probably take him out, stop him from doing, I don't know, something, but we'll see where they go with it. It's just, I don't know, it hurts my head, and there's something about it that just doesn't sit right. Just character wise, like, I don't get it. It's too ridiculous, but I mean, people could dig it. I don't know. I don't, but I'm sure there's people out there. But we got Cameron Grimes. He defeated Duke Hudson, that no hold bar match. Big takeaways besides like a good old "you look stupid" chant, because who doesn't like a "you look stupid" chant, was Duke taking forever to get his foot off of that damn rope to deliver that Uranagi. Whatever the hell threw the to Grimes into that chair, like that was forever. And dumb stuff. They had, instead of pulling out a regular table, they had a poker table. Duke pulling out the clippers and trying to get him. He gets kicked in the face. Conveniently lands in the steel chair, gets the cave in while he's in the chair. So really, he just got drop kicked. But Grimes gets the win, rips off the hairpiece, and the headgear and all that. All I have to say about that is, please let it be over. And Kurt's reaction was way better. Way, way, way better, the way he reacted to it. Granted, he wasn't laid out, but like just sitting there the whole time, like it's just, again, they're getting rid of all this good talent so they could try to promote these guys and get it, but they're just not as good. It's in these situations, like you could tell who did it way better. Sorry, Kurt was like miles ahead. Yeah, not perfectly the same situation, but I mean, you're gonna have him wear the hairpiece and the headgear, and then that only lasts for a week. Like, it just seems rushed along and stupid, but it is what it is. Cora Jade, gets interviewed, and Dakota warns her about Raquel turning on her. They had their match later with Mandy on commentary. Big takeaways from that is Cora Jade's first run, and she only got like one leg on there, and it just looked terrible, but she made up for it with the second one. And then, shocker here, Dakota goes for the shovel. The referee rips it away from her, and Cora Jade immediately rolls her up for the pin, and it's over. Because they don't do that the second they restart matches or anything like that all the time. I think I just talked about it yesterday, actually, when they did it on Raw. So there's that. Raquel comes in and saves the day, chases her off, and we see them later on fighting in a parking lot and being separated. Raquel challenges her to a street fight, which apparently is happening next week. So apparently, I'm guessing either someone's getting future endeavored, or Raquel's getting moved up or something like that. Or Dakota is something, but yeah, after they ran off, though, Toxic Attraction comes in, obviously. Distraction. Mandy hits Cora in the shoulder with belt, drops her, does another attack on that, all the normal stuff. Not complaining, wasn't as dumb as some of the stuff they did. So, I can't get on them too hard for that. I will get on them continuously pushing that Cora Jade was the MVP of War Games, because that's just, let's just go with that's one of the damnedest dumb things I've heard in a very long time. Moving on, MSK and the Shaman Riddle. Yeah, they always said him and Randy should be shamans on Raw. Now that, but they need to focus on solely getting their titles back and nothing else. They ride off, they'll pull off scooters out of their bag like it's Hermione's bag in Harry Potter. Let's keep pulling stuff out to include the good thing with, I did like hearing Thugonomics play and pulling out the Cena Spinner US title. I don't know why, but I have all the stupidity for the night. I was like, that's because you haven't seen him forever, you haven't heard him forever. That was good to see that happen. The Gacy Harlan thing, I'm still just about as excited as I was. And again, who didn't see it coming against someone with a horrible name? Like Harlan debuts against a guy named Guru Raj. And the only good thing about that was Wade's reference to Arkham Asylum. And well, I got the Batman right there. Yeah. Fan of, Batman longs, talking about Christian Bale there. I think, that whole series, games and all that was just on point, but that was it. Keeps attacking with a smiling Gacy after the match, throws the coach down the stairs into the pads. All that, still not feeling it. Actually just made it dumber. I don't know. Correct me where I'm wrong. Shocker, Tony D'Angelo defeated Andre Chase. Another great quick one, does his interview afterwards about Dunn, that mouthpiece. Here comes Dunn, challenges him to a match. He skirts out the ring. Dunn gets gets the mouthpiece first, stomps on the case and breaks it, gets his mouthpiece back, puts it in his mouth. They're going to have a match. Hopefully they let him actually have a really, good match and let Dunn do his things. Dunn got the fingers before, before he got out, to do all that, but hopefully they let him actually have a match really. It's not just some stupid thing, but, could help Tony. And again, I'm not taking away his ability. It's just the character just hurts my brain. It's kind of just dumb. Boa defeated Idris Inoue, who, shocker, another really quick match from a guy we never heard of. Wins with that roundhouse kick after the choke. Now, like the black mass from, Malachi now. I liked, that one better. Thought it was prettier because the guy was standing, but, semantics at this point. But yeah, another quick, stupid one. There's a lot of those. Jack and Time defeated the GYV, wrestled Young Veterans, who, Jack and Time was also on Lashing Out, which is just one of the dumbest things ever. It hurts, actually physically hurts my head. So just take one thing that hurts my head, add it to another thing that hurts my head. And well, there we go. We had the segment of Lashing Out with Jack and Time, and then Jack and Time defeated the GYV. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell GYV did, or if they're getting ready to head out the door or something. And that's why, they just keep losing. And the Creed brothers were at ringside, but it didn't add anything. I just don't get why GYV is like just losing and doing all these dumb skits since they did everything. But I guess as they were one of the black and gold people, and everywhere else that they have to get their epic amount of stupid in to make Vince happy. But again, lots of stupid there, which got us to the main event, which I would say was the best one of the night. But Mello and Trick and Rob Roddy and Bivens on the way to the ring. They got the picture of Trick versus Loomis in their hands, which, by the way, is happening next week. And they had a little interaction there with Roddy during the first commercial break in the main event. But, it is what it is. So see what they do with that later. But Breaker did defeat Roderick Strong in the main event, Braun Breaker, with Bivens at his side, who can talk. And Roddy, looked great. I'd say it was probably the best match of the night for the show, which isn't, saying a lot with what they had, but it was a good one. Then Ciampa, drops Breaker from behind with Goldie after the match. And really my biggest thing is just, I guess, never mind, the night and all the dumb stuff they did, but him attacking him like that. They're having another title match, which means I'm pretty sure that means it's finally officially the end of the era. And the champ is not going to be champion anymore. We're probably not going to see him very much anymore. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. But the main event was the highlight. At least MSK and Riddle, entertaining, not lashing out and all the quick matches and stuff. It was just dumb. If we do get to see Loomis and Trick next week, it's going to be good. We get to see a street fight next week. See what they do with everyone after that's over. Dunn and D'Angelo like that could be good. It's just, see how they do with everything, where they continue the LA Knight thing with Grayson Waller just keeps hurting my brain. But there's a lot going on. It was just, a lot of just really, really quick stuff. Where it was just, I think there were like 2 times where the matches went on more than the segment. So, we got the picture in picture, but, you know, otherwise it was really just, I don't know, seemed quick and stupid. Like a lot of it was just quick and stupid, which thankfully tonight for Winter is Coming. Like I'm really, really excited about that. Yeah, sorry, I had to talk for what 10 minutes or so about 2.0, but couldn't pretend it didn't happen because sadly it hurt all of our heads and it did. But before I get to Winter is Coming, good news, as you saw on the page. If you're not on the Facebook page, you didn't see it, but KO signed a 3-year contract extension, so he's not going anywhere. So hopefully that means the Machine, he gets a title run. He gets more because I thought he should have gotten one with him. Like once Roman and him were having their last man standing match, and Heyman had the whole, I know they wanted to have him have this big run, but they should have done something. Like he was putting on great matches with Roman for the longest time. Heyman couldn't work a handcuff key, and the referee just stopped, which is really dumb. But good for him if they got it. Hopefully that means that he's gonna, they offered him money, but I mean it has to be an opportunity thing too, because he could go to AEW, but would he be, out there all the time? I mean, that's the big one. Would they actually use him with the way everything's going? So we'll see how it all works out. But now Winter is Coming. I'm very excited. There's not a lot of stuff on the card, which makes it even better. They only have this little bit. Granted, this is straight from their website. It's what I thought was happening. I did go on there to confirm that that's all that was happening. That's all it said. So, it's very exciting, things. But I mean, the Dynamite Diamond Ring final, MJF against Dante Martin. We know what Dante can do in that amount of time that they have for the night. Like this should be like phenomenal level match. And I'm sure with him, with Dante doing what he did to Team Taz, they're going to be involved at some point somehow. Hopefully it's after. We all know that MJF in the ring, and Wardlow and Sean Spears and all them, his cronies, like there's a good chance that something stupid happens. I just hope that we get to see a hell of a match beforehand and that all the stupid happens after. I'm sure, the stupid isn't going to happen after, but I just hope that the stupid happens after because we all know what Dante Martin can do. We know what MJF can do. I mean, but Dante Martin in the ring is phenomenal. I really, really, really hope they save all the stupid for after. Again, there's going to be stupid. What he did, Team Taz to be there and then turn on him literally 5 seconds later, to get the spot against MJF, like it's just guaranteed with the people involved that something dumb's going to happen. I just hope it, is what it is. Or maybe do we even get to see Punk come out and, just hit his music and that costs MJF, the match so Dante can have the ring. Is MJF's, he won it and then he held on to it last year. He's trying to go for a 3-peat, but could that be an interesting wrinkle that they throw into the mix for MJF and Punk's story? Like, again, there's a lot of things that can happen. I'm just saying it's going to be a hell of a night of stuff. And I mean, again, as long as, again, stupid's going to happen. I keep saying it. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but something stupid's going to happen. Something stupid always happens. Like there's just too many people, too many groups, too much stuff going on. Something stupid is bound to happen. I'm sorry. We all know it though. I just hope that when something stupid happens, it's after the match or doesn't play some, gigantic cataclysmic role in changing the outcome. But even if that, just give us a good match. And just something interesting with it. Again, Punk's not like there's all kinds of stuff they could do. So we'll see what they do. I think it'd be nice to see, Dante Martin get it just as a change of pace, but MJF getting it a third time. Who doesn't see that coming? So we'll see. Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb, and they're both got one apiece in this, so it's a rubber match. And their matches never disappoint, so I'm happy that they are the women's match on Winter is Coming. They've always put on really, really good ones. We both know how talented they are. Some of the best that they have in the company. I say the best because there's a lot of talent there now. A bunch of talent, not a lot. But I think it's going to be some of the better women's wrestling that we've seen on AEW in a very long time, which is a good thing. Who doesn't want to see, good wrestling? and they're going to do it. We know Deep's probably going to do something short-sighted. They had to try to, steal one. They're going to, but it's going to be so good. And again, they have the amount of matches, like if it actually is what they said, at the amount of time they have just this, segments total. I mean, like 5 things. It means they should all have plenty of time. They should be able to tear the house down. So I'm really looking forward to that match. Could steal it. Really, that one could be the one just because the talent across the board. Will we see, Vicky and who knows what the hell kind of weird, stuff we're going to see. But that one could steal. I think that one's going to be really, 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 really good. And then we get Wardlow versus Matt Sydal, which I think that's going to be just a low light. Because we see the size of Wardlow, we see the size of Matt Sydal. And there's really like nothing that I saw against televised. I could have missed something on like Dark or something, but there's nothing. Like it's just kind of thrown in there. And well, for the amount of time they had, do you think they could have thrown something in there that, wasn't just seemingly, to me at least, thrown together there at the end? Just there, like, hey, here we are. But on paper, it just seems like another one for Wardlow to just run through somebody. Hopefully they make it better than that. Hopefully they really, really do make it way better than that. But I can't make any promises on it. I don't think it was on Dark. I don't think it was on anything. Like it just seems like some randomly thrown together stuff to me. So I don't get it, but we'll see if they throw something good together. And you never know. I mean, they could, shock and impress everybody. So we'll see. You get more info on, finally on the Owen Hart Cup tournament. See what they're going to put in it, what they're going to get for winning it, just all of that. See if they're going to put over younger talent, like see what they're going to do. Because like most of the older guys, in the company, Jericho's the Punks, like it's what they all loved Owen Hart. They all grew up on Owen Hart. And the younger guys that are there that were inspired by, that's still Owen Hart. Like they all know the name, they all know what he could do. Like they're all super impressed and all that. And, grew up watching and wanting to emulate that and be that. So I'm really just curious to see what they're going to do with it, how they're going to do it, how they're going to set it up. Who's going to be in it? It's going to be all young guys. It's going to be a mixture of people. Like, I just really want to see what they're going to do with it, how they're going to do it, and what the winner is going to get, out of it for winning it. Because, for Mary Hart to let a wrestling company have anything to do with Owen and his name and all that, like, it has to be good and there has to be respect there for her to do it. So I really I'm looking forward to see what they're going to, do with all that. Because I think it could be really a cool thing. I just don't know too much about it. I haven't heard too much about it since the announcement. So again, really cool though that, he'll never go into the Hall of Fame just because everything happened, with his death and all that. But, the WWE at least. But to see his name on something again like that, that's really, really cool. I didn't think we were going to see it. So that's a good point to look forward to. And then we have the AEW World Title match. We got champion Hangman Adam Page defending against the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. I don't know. I'm not like the super biggest fan of Hangman. Again, I haven't, seen a lot of his, stuff. Again, I've gone back and looked. It's just, years of Bryan tape, no matter where he's with, or like, I just think that, it was good to see Hangman have the moment. But Bryan's like been on a roll since he got there. And they want to set up another Kenny Bryan thing, just because of the matches and how they were. And it looked like they were holding out to get Hangman, the title win over Kenny, because Kenny went right away. So I don't know. I hope no one from the Dark Order gets involved, but I mean, it's not like Danielson. And there you go, Danielson. Like Bryan didn't go out of his way to make them. I want to stay out of it, but I mean, we'll see what they do with it. I think still going to be a great match because both guys are, really talented. And it's not into the Cowboy. That's, I don't know. believe it or not, there's a lot of characters I don't get, but he has talent and ability. So we will see what they do with it. I just know they've been having Brian on such a roll. I mean, to see him lose would make sense, and having him win would make sense. And what do they do with him if he loses? There's that question too. Like, what do they do then? So I don't know. There's a lot of what ifs and what do we do's and what do they do's and all of that. So really curious to see what they're gonna do with that. But overall, I mean, minus that Wardlow thing, I still don't get it. It could just be me, but I think it's gonna be a really, really good night. See, I'm not putting any predictions on there. Maybe Deep winning out. I don't know. Yeah, that one. Uh, I'm just hoping for a really good night of wrestling. So I'm even gonna try to watch it tonight live, even though Hannah's sick, with her right there. See if she can actually watch it and get into it just to see the difference. So hopefully it's a really good night. It holds her attention because I just don't want to wake up and have to watch that. That's one of those I want to watch it live. And I think it's going to be great. They have a lot of good chances to steal everything. So I'm going to just be phenomenal. Hopefully, see what the ratings are on it. There's all that stuff that goes into it, but it should be a phenomenal night. Yeah, and hopefully they even do something impress me with Matt Seidel and Wardlow thing. But again, Dante Martin MJF should be great. Sheeta and Deeb, we all know what can happen there. Hangman and Brian should be like, you give them the amount of time they deserve. Like, it could be really, really, really special if they don't throw a bunch of other idiocy in there, which I'm sure there's going to be people talking to hurt all of our heads. But it'd be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. And with that, I'm going to sign off here for the day. Thanks for checking it out. Again, don't forget videos are on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. So subscribe and follow along. Listening platforms, Sketcher, Breaker, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, as well as Overcast. Those are the ones I can keep track of. So I appreciate all the listens. Again, to the person in Australia, thank you. I appreciate that. And again, share it around if you like it. Let other people see it. I'm here to do the thing and put out my side of it and the information. And again, if any people ever want to be on, feel free. Message. It's easy to get a hold of me through. You can comment. I think it's figure something out. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share them all out for me. It's the key thing, really, on that whole like, share, comment, repeat thing. Obviously follow along and like it, but share everything out just because the algorithm hates me on Facebook. And I shared so many times and still doesn't get me anywhere because a lot of people don't see it. So please share it out. I appreciate you all. Let me know what you think in the comment sections on all the videos, but especially like this one. Tomorrow we're going to go over Winter is Coming because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good stuff to talk about in like 2.0. And I will see you tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy Winter is Coming. Let me know what you think. Share out all the videos. Follow along. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy Winter is Coming. And until tomorrow, my friends, peace.